Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of MarkRushtonGallery.com. It is Saturday afternoon, April 13th, 2024, the first really warm day of the year. And here I am down in the cold basement. But I have a client project that I'm working on. Somebody needs some colorized, in my style, Freemason iconography. So, what a brother knows. I really don't know much about Freemasonry, right? I mean, you can go out there and look up the kind of the basics and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'd never be part of a club that would want me as a member, but who knows, right? And my grandfather on my mom's side was a Freemason. Of course, he was an insurance salesman, and that's a lot of the Masons were involved in selling of insurance. 120 years ago, something like that. And then my grandmother on my mom's side was in the Evening Star, which was the women's. It was a social group, This is before television. And honestly, kind of before radio really took hold. People get together and they do their little whatever and try to sell some insurance. And I know there's things out there that say other things, but whatever. Sell you some insurance. So anyway, what they wanted was they wanted the background in blue, and they wanted this part in gold, and I think I'm going to leave this part here black, with this, and then I don't think I have gold. I've got kind of I got Indian yellow. That's kind of goldish. And then I've got my flame orange. I love flame orange. I do love flame orange. That's wrong, though. The Indian yellow is what's going to happen. I got another one here. I think Azo yellow deep. That's not right. I think Indian yellow's more goldish, right? It's close to gold. Close. I don't have every color under the sun. They only sell so many, Hobby Lobby only sells a few. They used to sell a lot more different ink varieties, and they've scaled it back because, that's what are you going to do, right? See, Hobby Lobby still got the price tag on it. They don't use barcodes at Hobby Lobby. All right, and of course the problem is always going to be a little bit of green will happen because you'll mix the two. You'll get like a little bit of green. That's okay. You think about metal. Metal, gets a little wet or something like that. You're going to get it might turn a little green there. If there's a little copper, is it copper that's in there? It would turn that green. I forget what they call that, where the metal reacts. I don't know. Is it copper? Copper turns it blue. Blue, green, who knows? It's been a while since I've done something. I was working on some collages, and some of them were okay, and some of them were terrible. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do the gold first, right? I think that's what I'm going to do. And the pseudo gold, and just see how that goes. And nobody's out there. Nobody cares. That's fine. Beautiful day. Why would you be inside watching me? Right? That makes sense. Well, that's nice. A little over the edge. Not a big deal. That's the thing, if you want me to work on some sort of iconography for whatever your purpose is, you got to know that there's not going to be perfection. There's going to be a little bit outside the lines. And, the printing here is going to be a little lo-fi. That's my style, That's it. No perfection. It's a great thing about art. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. Do we aim for perfection? Good question. Good question. Now this down here, what am I going to do? We'll just kind of blot it, right? Kind of blot it around there. And again, you can see some of the other things that I have in Mark Rushton Gallery. I got some neat stuff out there. T-shirts, magnetic art. Oh my gosh, I spilled a bit here. That's not good. Oh, the humanity. I worked on some music last night. I had the wrong microphone plugged in. I had my headset microphone plugged in instead of the source audio. I had completely silent video. I had to go delete that. That was stupid. You always got to check those settings before you get going. I did record it. So you know actually what I could do is I could play the recording and then modify everything tonight. Okay, which blue are we going to use? I've got marine blue here. Turquoise blue, which I will not use. Primary cyan, my favorite. I'm going to go with primary cyan. Primary cyan. These don't take long, and I don't charge much for them. Right? I don't charge much for them. This is the bleed area up here. So oh man, I swear. To lay down a little more ink here. See what I can get away with on this side. Oh yeah. I do kind of like that little green, hint of green coming out. That's nice. I've been a little, I've been backing off the art lately. I've been doing a lot of music stuff because of the new effects device that I got. Whenever you get a new toy, you want to play around with them. And you just wonder, where did that art muse go? Where'd it go? You can't chase it, You gotta go back to it when it shows up. It shows up in the form of a commission. Always good. That's always motivating. Again, not a huge amount of money, but that's all right. This doesn't take long. We'll put a little ink down here. I like doing these. These are fun, I did my book paintings. I've done other, processed photographs with this ink style, with this particular substrate here, which is spun bonded olefin. And I love it. It's just got a great. I've been working on this substrate for like 30 years. People see them and they're just like, oh wow, they were really cool, right? But we'll take a little bit of this off up here. A little bit. It's already kind of embedded here. This will be This is the bleed area up here. We'll spread this around in here. Fill it in. Again, I kind of like that. I kind of like the bleed there. Kind of like the bleed. Baby wipes, you know, they do a good job of kind of lifting a little bit off and moving it into other areas. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with, I'm not going to try to do that sort of detail there. It's just going to be more mess. And kind of, I like the green, you know, kind of like the green there. Now, what this will be is this will be scanned at a high resolution. I'll probably end up doing something extra with it because, you know, maybe a bag or a t-shirt. A t-shirt would be kind of cool, right? Maybe. I don't know. But the purpose that this will be used for is for somebody else's media project. And yeah, it'll be scanned, it'll be cropped, and then there'll be words put over it. And it'll be much smaller than this. So, again, we're not shooting for major perfection or anything like that here. But this is nice. Look at that. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It's done. Done. Well, it's got to dry, and then I got to scan it and crop it. But that doesn't take long. As long as the scanner's working, you know. I got to clean this room up here. This office is getting a little on the dirty side. Do you know what I mean? Time for a little cleaning, I do believe. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon. Nobody's hanging out with me this afternoon. Nobody. Maybe this evening, right? All right, I'll talk to you later.